I felt helpless. I felt angry with myself. I felt stupid. I'm only 20. I'm not even 21 yet. I can't have a baby with somebody, first of all, I'm not in love with. Second of all, he's much older than I am. I just wasn't prepared for any of that. So I decided it was best for myself that I have an abortion. The lady I talked to, she didn't have any emotion towards me at all. They kind of just said, okay, you can have your baby or you can have an abortion. And that was it. And I was already leaning towards an abortion, so they kind of ran with that. They said that you can have an in-office procedure, and they do like a vacuum, or you can do it at home. So I decided I was gonna do it at home. They made it sound like, okay, you're gonna have like some mild cramping, it's probably gonna feel like your period and stuff like that. No, this was not. This was like severe cramping, and I was in so much pain, and I was bleeding. Not only that, I felt lightheaded, I felt ill, I was throwing up. I had actually passed out on the toilet, using the restroom. My boyfriend had to pick me up and put me back in bed. It was an awful, awful experience to do that. And then you just feel like, you're killing your baby, and then you have to see everything come out. It was horrible. You don't have counseling after. They kind of just send you on your way and, okay, hope for the best, type deal. After everything was said and done, you're still stuck with, God, I killed my baby, and what do I do now? People think it's a quick fix. You think about, what could have been, years pass by, and I think about, gosh, I would have a 7-year-old right now.
Leading up to the approval of the abortion pill, there were clinical trials in the United States, and there were many protections for women. Women were seen by a physician. The physician had to have hospital privileges within 10 miles of where the woman lived and took the abortion pills. There needed to be an ultrasound before the pill was given, and this would make sure that the woman's pregnancy was in the uterus and not an ectopic pregnancy. An ectopic pregnancy is a pregnancy in the tube, and if a woman's fallopian tube has a pregnancy in it, it can rupture and be a life-threatening event. So this was actually very important to have that safety factor in there. The length of pregnancy matters because the pill works less and less depending on how far along the pregnancy is. There can be more tissue left behind, more complications in later pregnancies. Immediately after the abortion pill was approved, all these regulations were taken away. The danger of that for women not under medical supervision is they can have infections, incomplete abortions, hemorrhage, ectopic pregnancy with the do-it-yourself abortions. These are powerful medications. Okay, and women shouldn't be put in the position to handle this alone.
I saw the ad, and it was real options, and it said, a free pregnancy test, free ultrasound, and then it named the location. And my boyfriend was like, what's going on? I thought we were gonna have an abortion, I thought we were gonna, and I told him, I was like, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go to this clinic, and I'm gonna go have an ultrasound. Because I want to see the baby, and then we'll decide from there. I had gone into like a counseling room, and I had talked to this lady. I talked to her for a really long time. I cried. I'd never been able to cry and talk about my abortion with somebody else that, that didn't know me, and that was so compassionate about how I felt and had, it basically told me it was okay to feel the way that I felt, and there are plenty of other options besides having an abortion. I was about 4.5 months, 5 months pregnant. I had decided that, we had both decided, my boyfriend and I decided that we wanted to parent. I felt that's what the Lord wanted me to do, and I felt right and good about my decision. My son was born December 18th. We decided on Noah Alexander Sanchez. I was immediately in love when I saw him. I'm so happy that I was able to go to Real Options and have all of my options laid out on the table. From the time that I went in, it was just so beautiful, everything, and positive. And that's what the Lord is. The Lord is beauty and positivity and love. And I got that from options. I'm so blessed that I saw the commercial on TV. And now, because of real options, I was able to see all my options and make a decision that was best for me and have my son. He's the light of my life.